Nah, I'm bullshitting. What up? Greetings, all, and welcome back to another episode of What's the reborG podcast. I'm reborG. If you hear the fan once again, I ain't got no AC. No need to keep going further into the story. If you know, you know. That's it. Co-pilot in today. We have a little Corona Extra. La, what does that say? La cerveza más fina. And we have to follow it with that righteous hydration. You know, we in here. How y'all doing, man? Same old here. Off today on a Saturday. I told the homies the other day, man, it's gonna be in the next year. I'm going to get this regular gig, man. I need this Saturday and Sunday off, bro. I need some regular. I need this regular shit. You know. Hey, hey, you got pops in here. Yes, your seed manifested. Oh man, yeah, just chilling, just working. It's a breeze, so it's light. Enjoying myself. I'll find out tomorrow if they enjoyed the pork chops that I seasoned, which they should. You know, I'll put some love in it when I be getting my season on. I wanted to do the pod a little later because drinking a beer at 11:30. I think after 1 o'clock is a decent time just for me, because you know some people with the crack of the sunshine. Like I remember one day, um, I had dropped moms off at dialysis, and it was like 7 o'clock. I ran over to Wawa, had to get one of them hash browns, man. Them shit slap. And while I'm going to get I wanted to get like a juice or something like that. A dude was standing by the fridge waiting. So apparently 7 o'clock is when they open up the beer fridges, and I was like, man, it ain't no way in hell I'd ever think about having an alcoholic beverage at 7 a.m. Not even in the days where I was getting hooked up. Yeah, it just wasn't. Nah, and nah, man, we didn't. I remember some dude did that in the military. We had just finished an exercise. The exercise is when you out there playing war. They got tents and all that other nonsense, and you just supposed to act like you in like a semi-hostile situation. And the last day was cleanup, and he's like, "Man, after cleanup, man, you wanna come by the place, man, have some beers or something, man?" I said, "Man, yeah, I can swing around there. What time you want me to come through, man? Like 11:30." Nah, man, I'm not drinking. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not drinking no beer, man. The only alcoholic beverage I'll allow that early is mimosas. I mean, you can call me a thought. You can call me whatever you want, man. But the mimosas hit. You can call it a girly drink if you want, a fruity drink or whatever. But try one. Tell me they don't hit. Man, this joint good too, man. Like even without the lime, like this is my favorite beer. This one in Modelo's, because you know Modelo's kind of same thing, just a little bit more kick. Heinekens are a little too bitter for me. MGDs because I'm black, I like those. Yeah, but Bud Light, Bud Ice, YSY, Budweiser, all that other the banquet beer. I don't need none of that shit. And I heard people out here drinking Guinness. I heard Guinness tastes like black licorice. It ain't no way in hell. It ain't no way, brother. Ain't no damn way. There's no what? Black licorice. Ew. Do better. Oh, just typing in shit. Yeah. Looking up where's the ringer? They be having like the best draft one. I'm just trying to pull it up or whatever. I'll explain to y'all about what I'm gonna talk about when I get to it. But how y'all been, man? Y'all been good, man. We got 4 people in here. Say something, man. Say something. Talking in here, man. You just ain't gonna leave Pops in here all alone, man. Just in here chatting with himself. I've really been on a documentary kick recently, and it's all been like mafia documentaries, like all of them, like the making of the mob. I've watched the Westies, the Irish Gang. They got a new one out, kind of in depth. Um, the Gambino family, and after watching the Gambino family documentary, I turned around and watched the Carlo Gambino, Big Paul Castellano, and John Gotti. Like, I watched them as a whole and then individually. Nicky Scarfo and the Philadelphia Mob. So those movies hit. I cannot lie. Those movies hit. Like even the ones back with like James Cagney and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of the movie, but just look at James Cagney Grapefruit, where he smashes a grapefruit in the actress's face. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's funny, man, because it wasn't like he was just trying to lightly, do it for the cameras or, nah. He belted her in the face. Pow! Oh, man. Because she said, I wish you were more into me. And she was he said, I wish you were wishing well so I could throw you down it. Oh, it's probably gonna be near man. And then she was like, maybe you found somebody better. And he smashed in the face with the grapefruit cold. But all the way up to, of course, The Godfather. If you got half a life, you can watch the second one, because this got some parts. You know how after you watch movies, damn near the majority of it gets funny as hell, and you can't take them as serious. There's a couple of parts in The Godfather, man. Like, I still get a little salty when Sonny gets shot up at the toll booth. I don't like that shit, bro. He got did dirty, man. But his sorry ass brother-in-law, man, he was trash, bro. And then, well, shit, spoiler alert, but the shit came out in the 70s. If you ain't watched it by then, I sure wish I gave a fuck. The sister gonna get mad because he killed her husband and shit. What did he kill our brother? You stupid motherfucker! Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? But it's got some heart. It still got some heartfelt scenes. Like after Sonny dies and the Godfather, look at him. Look how they butchered my boy, man. I was like, oh man, oh that hurt. That one when he died in the garden with the little dude. Yeah, man, that was yeah. Yeah, that Marlon Brando's a mother, man. I got to give it to him, bro. He's one of those people that he's not a part of my era, so I don't even know. Yeah, he was still alive because he was in Michael Jackson's "You Rock My World," but he wasn't at the same place he was like back in like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So I didn't come up watching him, but he's one of the people that they say is sauce. And I don't have no other choice but to believe it, man. He was amazing as an actor. But the saddest part in that whole damn movie, man, I want to say it's in 2, where Fredo's talking to Michael, and he said, I'm not slow like everybody says I am. I can do things. You're my kid brother, Michael. So, because he couldn't do other things. He was slow. He was dumb. So it's just, oh man, like he don't even realize it himself. And it's just, oh man, it's sad. That was a great actor too. Wasn't it John Cazale? Like I think he's only been in like 5 movies and all of them were up for Oscars. So he's a great actor, man, for real. But even after that, when you get the Goodfellas, State of Grace, that's an Irish mob movie that was good. Slept on because it came out the same time as Goodfellas. Casino, which is probably my favorite mob movie. Yeah. Casino's still good as hell. Donnie Brasco, The Departed, they do those right. There's not a whole lot of trash ass mafia movies. Not a lot. I know the good outweigh the bad. Even like The Sopranos, that's a good show. I wouldn't put it over The Wire, but it's still a good ass show. If you remember in the 90s, they had a John Gotti movie. That was good with Armand Desante. It's John Gotti. That was good as hell. Yeah. HBO used to put out some good ass movies because that one was good. The Mike Tyson movie was good. The Don King joint, that was on point. Yeah, I knew. If you're looking at the chat, my pops is talking about another sad part when the Godfather gets shot up and Fredo's behind the car trying to pull the gun out, but he's fumbling and he drop it and he don't get off in that near shot. This scene is funny to me, not because of what happened. I was rewatching it with my dad. I'm gonna say it was my first time watching it. So and he was watching it with me. Because I asked him, like, man, everybody keep talking about The Godfather. Is it really that good? So he went out and rented it and brought it to the house. And when Fredo fumbling that gun, my pops got mad. Like, he got irritated. He got hot, man. He's a little fucking Fredo dumbass over there dropping the gun, man. You could at least shot one of them. But that's my drop, man. I sure do wish. And I will give hood movies their props. It's some good ass ones like Jews, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. You know, it's some good hood, it's some good ass hood movies. So, but they just don't be on the same scale because you know it's not the same budget as you know as the same thing. But man, that's what I just been on that all week. Maybe it'll end because I was watching I was watching old college football games and stuff like that because they be having like old whole games. They be having the old ones up there, and that should be cool, bro. I will rewatch a game. I rewatched that Texas USC game, which is probably one of the best games I saw live. As far as college football goes, yeah, live, yeah, that one was crazy. Because even though Texas was undefeated, they were like real slept on. People weren't really paying them no attention. Not because they weren't good, but because USC was just so damn dominant. You know, they was they was crazy at the time. They had already won one already. So it wasn't like Texas was bad. We just, just the consensus was that they just couldn't compete at the same level because they didn't have as many players. But they had Vince Young, who gets lost in the fold of great college quarterbacks. Definitely gets lost in the fold. I don't know how, man. What, one game in 2 years, and 1 year was a championship. It'd be more people. It's more people talking about Johnny Manziel, and nothing against Johnny. He was good, but you ain't win no chips. You ain't get no championships out here, dude. Only thing you got is Bama. And I think Bama still end up going to the championship that year. So, and speaking of championships, let's go ahead and give congratulations to the Golden State Warriors, man, for pulling it off. Draymond and Steph told everybody last year, wait till next year. I knew they was gonna be good, and I would say I had them as a title contender because just because I didn't think Clay would come back and be at like all-star level, because I knew it would take some time with the 2 years being missed and all, but I figured they would be all right. And when Steph came out bombing like that, and they were still able to hold while, they was going through injuries, because everybody missed a little chunk, like Steph missed a chunk, Draymond missed a chunk, Clay missed half the season, Wiseman never played. So, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Curry. Greatest shooter of all time. If he's in your top whatever, I don't give a damn what number it is. I can't argue with that. He's the greatest shooter we've ever seen. No argument, no debate. And the only thing that keeps him above Clay is that he could do it off the dribble more than Clay, because Clay is definitely a top 5 shooter his damn self. Shout out to Draymond. I mean, Draymond cool as a player. I fuck with Michigan State. I fuck with Tom Izzo. So, I watched him while he was in college and saw he had a nice little versatile game, be a nice little puzzle piece, glue guy, this, that, and the third, man. He talked like he's Steph. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He talked like he the one. And we all know you're not. Now, unfortunately, you done have some injuries and you can't get buckets like you used to, but you still find a way to be effective in the game, which I have nothing but respect for that. Let's go ahead and get them flowers to Andrew Wiggins. I've definitely been a harsh critic of you, but you don't deserve all them bullets, man. You went to Minnesota, and I can tell y'all this right now. When you go to a team that don't have no interest in winning, there's a lot of things you're going to miss out, like playing hard, playing defense with some effort, taking better shots. Because in Minnesota, he just figured he was all right. I scored 20, we good. But they was cheeks. But, they were still banking on that. So shout out to him for finding a role. They found somebody to replace Andre Iguodala, who was just pretty much coaching out there. Now, you could tell that it was working because he would talk to all the young boys, Wiggs, Gary Payton II, any of the other young boys that's, on the team. So, I mean, and Kerr didn't even unleash none of the real young boys. Because I can tell you this right now, they get real scary if they put Wiseman in there. Yeah, he is, yeah. Nice mobile center, could fuck around and hit a jumper. And most of the team can't pass. Because, when they on that motion offense, they get funky like that. It's time to give Kerr his props. Come on now. Come on. I don't want to hear no more of that Mark Jackson shit. Okay, we understand. Mark Jackson put them two together and was starting it off real nice. But what Kerr has been doing, oh yeah, it's about time we start giving homie the props. Poole went out here, hooped up like a mug, probably get himself a nice little bag. He's going to get himself a nice little bag, especially, like I said, with the Warriors owner really not giving a damn about the luxury tax. Money ain't the thing. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of owners, if y'all get a chance, please watch the live reaction finals games that Gilbert Arenas was streaming. 2 games, I want to say he had Brandon Jennings, Nick Young, Kenya Martin, and Hosea Johnson. I want to say for like 2 of the games. But game 6, the final game, it was him, T-Mac, Matt Barnes, and the trainer Chris Johnson, who I didn't know that much about. And of course Hosea, because that's his co-host. But they're having good discussions. They're talking great ball. And Gilbert's fucking out of his head anyway. So every now and then he was gonna say something silly. Matt Barnes pulled out one big ass blunt and was smoking that shit on Dolo, and he faced the motherfucker. I said, "Ooh wee, boy, you are a weed smoker." So if y'all get a chance, check that out on Tube. And as the Warriors become champs, the Celtics don't make it. And shout out to the Warriors, man, because they probably got like another 2-3 years where they could do stuff like this. They probably got like a nice little 2 or 3 year run. Because after Phoenix got exposed, we got to wait and see what Dallas can add on. What will the Nuggets look like when they're healthy? What will the Clippers look like when they're healthy? There's a lot of questions in the West. And, one question one question we don't have is on the damn Warriors. So that's crazy. Yeah, I would like to see him get one, but it's looking like tough money right now, bro. He would have to go to Miami or something like that, or just work on shit, because they should have beat Dallas, but they were playing like stir-fried shit, and then they let one dude beat them. It was like they really just didn't know what was going on. Like maybe about 2 or 3 games, because Iverson even snatched a game from the Lakers, so that's understandable. But to get eliminated by this dude, ooh wee. Now props to Luka, because he is sauce. Homie is definitely in line for next. But I'm not gonna let him. No. If he gonna beat me, he need 100. That's all there is to it. The rest of these dudes aren't gonna give you a damn thing. You better put up these 50 shots, because if you ain't scoring 100, you ain't winning this game. And on defense, what you think, you gonna rest? Oh, we bringing this straight to you, straight to the square. My 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it, let's take it to the stage. You gonna do something. But the West is definitely, is definitely on a wait and see thing. But as far as Boston goes, y'all played like the young dudes that y'all were. I'm not mad at y'all. Y'all made it through, but y'all were sleeping. It was like you didn't understand. And I've been telling people after, once, the Warriors have won a couple games, this isn't like the teams that they played throughout the East. Like, it's not Brooklyn because it's not just one dude out there. And it's definitely a much better coaching situation. Much better. The Bucks, no Middleton. So they missing their second best player. That's 20 to 30 points that they missing a game. So that's different. They had they had everybody there, even Gary Payton II. And as far as Miami, this squad isn't undermanned. It isn't just Jimmy and the Heat with Bam showing up every now and again. No. This is Steph, Clay, even Draymond was doing this thing. The Wigs doing this thing. Coming off the bench, Gary Payton II. What's the name of the other boy? Poole doing his thing. So it's a lot, it was a lot different in the fold. And they, it might not be as easy next year for the Celtics. Because, it won't easy and nothing like that. But they, people will be back. Even somebody like Cleveland, who will probably be, from like 4th to 6th seed. If Jared Allen don't get hurt, the groove don't get fucked up. You definitely got to pay attention to Trey because he finds a way to get them buckets, man, whether it be through going off all three at the hash mark or getting to the line, because he gets to the line a lot. Yeah. He definitely going to find a way to get that 20. And those are the lower level teams. Like, what is Philly going to do? Is Harden hamstring going to hold up? And then they could be a threat. Does Ben come in and things work? Him and Kyrie come in and they, come in and hoop. Because one thing you can't say is that they can't hoop. Now, I can say that they won't play, but I'll never say Ben and Kyrie can't play. Same thing. I was just getting ready to say y'all too, Paul. I was just getting ready to say y'all the Bulls will be healthy because Miss Alonzo changed a lot, man. He was orchestrating and they was looking all right. They still got to fuck around and still have to learn how to play together and stuff like that. And he also told me that Patrick Williams has been working out early in the morning with DeRozan. So you've seen the DeRozan pack. This is probably one of his best scoring years of his career. So I think he could give you about 3-4 more years, barring, he doesn't get injured. I think he can still, contribute as far as the buckets go. If they bring Levine back, that's crazy. So they're going to have to get rid of Vucci, man, though. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. He got to go. He got to go, man. I don't know who y'all can go get. I don't think y'all got enough money to go get Ayton or nothing like that. Even Gobert would be okay because, he can move a lot better than, what's his name? Move a lot better than Vucci, man. Vucci, man, ain't it no more, man. Y'all can't do that in the East no more. Nah. Not with the centers that's in the East now. No, nah. Who knows? Bradley Beal can change the team. Miami gonna be back, and they're gonna be tough. They only got one big ass contract on the team, so they got the funds to bring somebody else in. Yeah. So it won't be as easy, brother. They definitely gonna get ready to make you work again. And the way that y'all did KD, I'm pretty sure he pissed, and I'm pretty sure he coming for revenge. But Boston, y'all got some shit to work on too. You definitely got to listen to the coach. That's sagging off on on Steph on them pick and rolls. He is the greatest shooter of all time. I'm not trying to make any of them easy. I'm jumping out there, man. Not jumping out there but I'm coming up. I'm stepping up because I can't just let him get that easy ass shot. That shit is just as good as a layup. If you want 30, you're going to get them shits at the rim. You're going to meet Robert Williams over there or somebody else. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely got to work on that. Listen to the coach, man, please. He's really trying to put y'all in position. Now, y'all have listened defensively for the most part, and that, turned the tide of the team. But offensively, you have to. It doesn't help that your best playmaker wants to score 30 a game. And Tatum, you gonna take a lot of bullets this summer, brother. You're gonna take a lot of bullets, man. But one thing I can't say, I'm not gonna give you all of it because Andrew Wiggins played good defense. You know, Kerr, Iggy, they all, definitely contributed into making him a more viable defender. And if you look at Wiggins, he's like the same height as Tatum, damn near the same size. He's more athletic. So when he puts effort towards his defense, it's tough money for Jason Tatum to go off like that. So, but he also shoots himself in the damn foot because he don't really have no arsenal. Those jab steps don't work because your left ain't as strong as your right. So people already know what you're getting ready to do. Your first step, it looks like you stepping out of mud. So stop using that. That first step ain't it. You're gonna have to get people with your dribbles. You're gonna have to get your bop game up. You and Brown, y'all gotta get y'all handle game up. And y'all have to, like, and this is a part of coaching, find different positions for y'all to get the ball. Like on the wing and at the top of the key, starting all the way out there at the three-point line. That's too much work. It's too much work that you don't need to be doing. If they can get you on the pinch post or the corner by the free throw line, it only takes 1 or 2 dribbles for y'all to go ahead and make a decision. Because you can the hezzy pull up, you can hezzy go to the jump, hezzy crossover, post up. Like you have so many more options that doesn't take as much as you playing hero ball on the wing trying to just beat one defender with moves that you don't really possess. So both of y'all go ahead and do yourself a favor, watch some film, go on here, so y'all can be better because I know y'all can be better. Horford, I'm gonna tell you this right now. He ain't got a taste of a championship. Horford is gonna continue to keep playing at that level. He's gonna keep continuing to do whatever the hell he's got to do to make it happen. Find ways to incorporate Williams in the offense. Like they had a lot of plays where on the pick and roll, Horford was, had somebody smaller guarding him. Please feed him on the block. Go ahead and get that easy too. Now, granted he passed out on one, but for the most part, shit, he won't even get in the ball sometimes in that situation, and you can't pass that up. That's one thing that I don't have a problem with the threes because if you can hit them, man, you can change the whole game. So I never tell nobody not to shoot them, but if I can get this easy hook shot off the 2, I'm gonna put that in there. Less energy, we can save, take a time and all that other stuff. It don't have to be as much work. You can rest that play. You don't have to keep running around the screens. It ain't as physical. You ain't got to keep bumping and setting picks. So, it's always good to have a nice, easy play every now and again. Bam, let's get you the ball. Bucket. So, y'all really got to try to incorporate that more in there because there was no height at Golden State. Their tallest dude was like 6'8". Looney was like 6'8". And y'all had Horford and like 6'8". Brown and Tatum is that height. You know what I'm saying? You don't need Marcus Smart bringing the ball up because he's not that playmaker like that. He can get you about 4 or 5 assists, you know what I'm saying, off when he's flowing and like fast breaks and stuff like that. But I'm not you're not in no half court set. Go ahead and get your ass in the corner. Because when I feed on the square right here at the free throw line corner, when I feed Tatum right here, he hit him with that right, when he hit him with that dribble. Because I don't even want you jabbing no more. I want you coming right out with the dribble. In and out, hezzy, drive to the lane. Somebody gonna kick out. You can give it to him. Start the confusion, and all you got to do is leave Horford at the top, and you can come right back to the free throw spot. Whether you ready for the jumper, they close out on you. You can get it to Horford or Brown. Brown can do the same thing from the top of the key. So I mean, y'all have this offense for the Celtics can get real funky if y'all just take your time. Learn some dribbling moves. Got to get your bag up and watch other people that do that type of stuff. If I'm Tatum, I know he a Kobe fan and all like that. I'm going to watch, I'm going to watch Paul Pierce. I'm going to watch Grant Hill. Dudes who fit your build and your style more because you're not Kobe. People get like you keep trying to jab step. It works when you're Kobe, when you can shoot those crazy ass shots. And because we've seen Kobe can hit them jumps sometimes. And his first step was crazy. Same thing with T-Man. But I think Udoka will probably try to incorporate that into the fold and getting it happen. But y'all look young as a mom, so kudos to y'all, man. Y'all can make it back. Any Boston fan out there complaining, go be a Magic fan. I don't tolerate fans complaining about your team selling in the chip all the playoffs. Man, it could be worse. It could be worse. Shout out to Kenny Atkinson who got hired at Charlotte. I don't know. Wait and see type shit. Wait to see what go on this summer and stuff like that. So I can't call it. I know he did a good job with Dinwiddie and D'Lo at the points. So free agency coming up. It's gonna be some bags given, player options and restrict. Most of the dudes are restricted. I think it's like one dude that's unrestricted, but I can't remember who it is. But it's gonna be some movement this summer because somebody gonna want Bradley Beal, Dallas, Miami. There's a couple of teams that may be a piece or two away, and there's a couple of players out there that can actually, does Cleveland bring back Sexton because they don't have no closer? So do you risk it just going with him? Does he fuck up the chemistry between Garland and the other guys? Will he be all right playing off ball? Because a lot of questions, a lot of stuff that's going to be answered. And a part of this offseason, which we will be having on Thursday, is the draft. I'm going to be honest with you. Not a whole lot to get excited about in this draft, I'm going to be honest. This is like one of the weaker drafts I've seen. That doesn't mean that these dudes can't come in, hoop, and make a name for themselves because, like I said, this is the NBA. There's talent all over the place. Like you can sprinkle some of them players from Orlando and Houston and what's the name of it, Sacramento, put them on other teams in the league, and you wouldn't believe it how good some of them dudes will, turn out. But yeah, we got the draft on Thursday night. With this one, I'm not doing no mock draft. Number one, I don't give a fuck about most of the prospects in this jump. You ain't gonna have to get a whole lot of belief from me from these dudes. No offense to them, but yeah, you got to show a little bit more from me. You don't have to show me shit to be honest, but So I'm on the Ringer, the Bill Simmons website, who's probably kicking and cussing and using the N-word ferociously against the Warriors because he's the ultimate Celtics homer. But I'm gonna just go through who they have, what I like about the player, how I see it fitting, this, that, and the third. And if I get past, if y'all want me to, I'll go past 15. I only plan on going up to the 15th pick. So first pick, Orlando, Jabari Smith. I don't know how that works in the fold because Wagner can't play the. I don't want him at the 4. I don't want him at the 2. And I don't know. Top 20. Okay, I'll give y'all 20. Asking you shall receive, people. But I like Smith. I like Smith with this pick. I don't know what you do with Wendell Carter now. And with Bamba being a restricted free agent, I don't know. It's Orlando. It's a shit show over there. So I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. But as far as Jabari Smith goes, I like the dude. He can hoop. He definitely need a little bit more alpha in him as far as like, give me this ball. Because he has some horrible guard play, and they won't trying to set him up for shit. They was good looking out for number one. And the guard play at Auburn was ass. I don't know how Bruce Pearl was letting them boys get away with that. That one was kind of crazy, dude. It was crazy. Yeah, let's click on the deep dive jump right here. So they have a comparison is a taller Harrison Barnes. I can kind of see that. And Rashard Lewis that plays defense. That is probably the best comparison because offensively, all you got to do is just work on his dribbles, and that's it. I was throwing trades before Golden State gone. Oh, yeah, I give y'all that. You, Slide, Marcel, y'all was 3-point bombing before the Splash Brothers. But Jabari Smith, yeah, because he got a nice looking jump shot. You don't have to work on none of that. He plays defense. He will play big when he in the paint. So, and with that, I'm gonna give a caveat to this. And I don't put a lot of stake into the player when it comes into if the shit don't work. Some of these organizations don't give a fuck, and they really just be throwing these dudes out here, really not giving a damn. Donald Sterling's trifling ass was notorious for this. He would just bring in young players, get their value up, trade them, and then just keep. So he would have to keep from paying them. So that is what a lot of them are doing still to this day. Penny pinching, knowing that ain't the way, and y'all don't give a damn about winning. But Jabari, I do like. If he makes some noise in the league, I won't be surprised. Next pick, they got Orlando getting Chet Holmgren. And if if OKC drafts Chet Holmgren, they will be the skinniest team I have ever seen in my life. Between Giddey, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the other dude, Alec, him, Chet, what's the other dude? Darius Basil, like everybody except Lou Dort. Lou Dort out there built like an all-pro linebacker and shit. Man, matter of fact, since that mind is so big, why don't you take these dudes to the weight room with you so they can get their physique up too? And this is the good thing about Chet going there, because he can finish around the rim and he got a nice shot. The dribbles is all right. The only thing with him is that he's thin, and there's been a couple of times he looked small. Like when he played Jalen Duran from Memphis in the tournament, Duran was kind of bullying Chet, and he looked like the better prospect in the game. I'm going to be honest with you, but we'll see how far that goes, because TJ Leaf in 2 games was fucking up Bam Adebayo back when it was UCLA versus Kentucky, but I don't even think TJ's on the squad anymore, and Bam done been to an all-star game and shit. Shout out to Miami and their development. But I like the way the team looked, because Lou Dort has definitely stepped his game up, turned himself into more of a scorer to, better contribute to complement his defense. Giddey is a setup man and an assist man. He can set the table, bro. He's a playmaker. Same thing with Shea. He's a playmaker, but he much rather get these buckets, but he will have the capabilities. So it can work out either way. You pick and roll with Chet, pick and pop. It's a lot of things that can be done. I don't know who the coach is, but only you can help these boys get in this bag. So, and Chet, I guess a skinnier Kristaps, but he got better handles than Kristaps. That's pretty much it. Kristaps with better handles. But for the most part, I've seen him play decent ball, and Gonzaga, Mark Few, and he ain't gonna be the only one taking this bullet. There's a couple of them. Some of these one and done players are your most talented and your best player. Please feed them, please, because it can only work out to the end. Like if it don't work, that's your fault. You should have knew what you was recruiting. You should already know what you have before you get to the first game. Like after the exhibition, you should know what's up. And so you should cater to their talent so you can go ahead, and that will definitely free it up and make it easier for everybody else. I think everybody has that problem with that shit. Coach K was fucking that up. Bill Self don't give a fuck about no freshmen. The only one is John Calipari. If you good, Calipari gonna put you on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make you. He gonna make you. If you gonna be a one and done, you gonna earn it. So yeah, I will give them that. They compared them to a new generation Paul Gasol. They do got pretty much the same game for real. Except he got bops. Next, they got Houston going Paolo Banchero way, and they just traded Christian Wood. So I guess they want to love with him all that contract. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Wall. Who knows with Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. is definitely on a one-way ticket to the I Believe team. He will definitely take somebody's spot. I'll probably put him over Brandon Jennings. Because skill-wise, he's not missing shit. Except upstairs, and it's looking trash. But Banchero, he's pretty much a Duke guy, man. A dude that can play on the wing and on the post. Advanced offensive game. He falls into the same lines as RJ Barrett, Rowan Barrett Jr., Ingram, What's the name of the other homie? Tatum. Like it's just what Duke be getting. I mean, it would be nice because Josh Christopher has definitely gotten better as the year went on. At first, he proved himself defensively, and that wasn't his strongest point going into Arizona State or in the NBA. So with him doing that, I mean, yeah. And you know the crazy part is if Kevin Porter stepped his game up, it works out even better because Kevin can get the point. Then you got Jalen who can do something on the perimeter, and then you got Josh who can do something on the perimeter. With Bankaro and Sengun, it's a lot of offensive talent on this team. But it all depends on the coach. Like I said, this is a lot of offensive talent on this team. Between Green, Porter, Bankaro, those are three dudes who can give you a 20 right now. I think Bankaro can give, depending on who you're playing, he can give you a 20 piece for real. So who knows? What are they gonna do? Now the comparison they used was Chris Webber. Bankaro ain't that athletic because for those who saw, Chris Webber was a man. Chris Webber was a man down there on the block. Yeah, he was crazy. And then they got Julius Randle. We can't count that because Julius can't even go to his right. Number 4, they got the Kings getting Jaden Ivey. I like Jaden Ivey, plus athlete, very fast, got bunnies. I did not like the way he looked versus St. Peter's. He did not look like the most talented dude on the floor, and he did not take over. He didn't look, that's one of those games I see, and I'm like, oh, I'm reluctant, in my beliefs. But he does have a chance. Now, he is going to Sacramento, Purgatory. They trash. So, there ain't no other way to look at it. Now, he could go in there and fit real good with De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis, who I think will have a good two-man game. But who cares? It'll be the Kings. They'll lose. They stink. Number 5, they got the Pistons getting Benedict Mathurin from Arizona. Very, decent offensive player. Can go out there and get a bucket. They got a Karis LeVert comparison. Right along those lines. Because before he got hurt, Karis LeVert was nice like that. And he has a chance to be nice. He just got to lock in more in the game, pay attention more. Because, some players, when they're not involved with the offense or the ball's not coming their way, they'll just sit still and just be spectating. They be watching and shit, grab a piece of popcorn from the sideline and stuff like that. So you got to find a way to find them engaged, to keep him engaged. I'm sorry. And we shall see. I mean, he going to Detroit. Detroit is purgatory, but it looks like it's changing because the second half of the season, they was giving a lot of good teams a run. Like Cade looked like he trying to will these dudes. And Detroit better hurry up and get their game together so they can put some players beside him. Because he will leave. The next is the Pacers getting Keegan Murray, the forward from Iowa. I'll be honest. I don't think dude is all that, man. I ain't even gonna lie. And the comparison is Al Horford, Pascal Siakam. He's not that tall. Dude is only like he's 6'7", 230, man. You know what the comparison? He's Draymond Green with a little better jump shot. Now it works because the team that Draymond is on it ain't no way in hell you think Draymond would do this shit in New York. Ain't no way in hell. You got two of the all-time shooters and a good coach. So you got your backing. He's going to the Pacers. We had a fire sale and got rid of everybody. They got Halliburton, who is a good player, and I think could, make some noise in the league as, he goes in. But you playing in Indiana, so that means you have to be damn near spectacular to get any attention. Victor Oladipo was on the way till he got hurt. That might be something that Miami does. Get rid of Kyle Lowry, though. That shit did not work. Trade Hero and Duncan in the first-round pick. Go get De'Aaron Fox in Miami. De'Aaron Fox, Victor Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and P.J. Tucker. Sounds like a high squad. That's definitely tougher for Boston to get rid of. I'll tell you that. And they win 7 games. I don't know much about Keegan Murray. I watched I watched him play a couple of games. First of all, he at Iowa. Who gives a fuck? Uh, I'm not. I will gladly say when, if he proves me wrong, I ain't got no problem saying I was wrong. But until then, believe. Nigga, please. Next, they got Portland getting Shaedon Sharp. One thing I do not like about Shaedon Sharp is he pretty much duck rat. Why would you graduate a year early to go play for Kentucky when you knew you couldn't play that year? You should just kept your ass in school or graduated at the beginning of the year so you actually could have played. Like, I think you ducking rat. I think you dunking competition. I think you out here trying to hide some shit that you got in your game, some flaws. But he was number one before he left. So, I don't know. I have to wait and see. Now, he does have a nice offensive repertoire. I will give you that. A real taller Bradley Beal type jump because he got a pretty jump shot. He got okay handles, and he got bunnies on him. So, I mean, the pieces are there. And with Portland, the good part is you could put him at the 3 if you're going to have Anthony Simons and Dame. If you get rid of Dame, you can just partner him up with Simons. It gives you a nice little potential backcourt that can do something. But Portland ain't gonna spend this money, so they're gonna be stuck on stupid and fast and the fucked up. So next pick, we got the Pelicans getting Dyson Daniels. This dude has really gotten his name up in this offseason. Really gotten his name up in this pre-draft process, definitely. Because he had been lingering between like 12 and 20 for the longest. But now they like saying he's certifiably top 10 because he can do a little bit of everything. Yeah, you got a real Shai Gilgeous-Alexander type game because he could be a playmaker, but the way he gets to the rim, he could whatever he decides to do, he can mix both and make a wondrous bag, or he can just stick to one and still be a good ass player. It's the Pelicans, so they don't even need the manga right now, so he can come off the bench right for the time being. Him and Herb Jones and all that stuff, and they could put a bench unit together that'd be just as dangerous as a starting unit. Because damn, who they point guard? Who is the Pelicans point guard? Who's running the PG for them this year? I really don't know. Because you got McCollum, B.I., Valanciunas. I can't remember who they had at the 4 either. But I will say this: they got a nice team. Willie Green is coaching up this team up very well. So when you add a versatile piece like Dyson Daniels, and he's shown to bring the best out of some of the young boys, I like this one. At 9, the Spurs, I'm telling you right now, they got them getting Ousmane Dieng. No, this is the upside dude and more of a perimeter player. The Spurs need a man in the middle to help Porter. Go ahead. This is what I think the Spurs should do. Now, if they go on here and draft Jalen Duran, you can match him with Porter, and you could, it's just now the paint defense takes another step higher. The rebounding takes another step. Popovich, they do good with the with development of their players. If the player don't work out, guess what? It's the player's fault. That's just what it is. But please get Durant. Do not go get no more perimeter players. Y'all good, man. Between Keldon Johnson, Lonnie Walker, Josh Primo, Forbes, DeJounte. You got too much going out there on the perimeter, man. You good, man. Don't put nobody else out there. Get Durant and make this easier. I don't know a damn thing about Ousmane Dieng, but they say ball handling and playmaking for a 6'10" dude. Y'all don't need that. Y'all already got that. Y'all don't need it. 10, Johnny Davis of Wisconsin going to the Wiz Kids. Pretty much Devin Harris with half the speed. Johnny Davis was all right at Wisconsin, and you put him there. Advia was okay, so Taps looked like he really gonna be out there trying. You put him with Thomas Bryant, and that's a decent front court with them two. I don't think Bill's coming back. Bill want to win. He ain't winning with this team. But Johnny Davis will be a nice little piece. Drake album some coleslaw. I get to that after the draft, bro. They got Durant going to the Knicks because I think Mitchell Robinson's a free agent. It'd be nice to see Mitchell Robinson go to a team. If he goes to Chicago, that's nice. Yeah. If he goes to Dallas, that could be all right too. You got to have a coach there. You got to have somebody driving him because Thibodeau can only take you as far as he can on the defensive side, but offensively. But Durant to the Knicks, it works, but the Knicks don't work. So, hey. Jeremy Shoyan going to the Thunder. A nice little combo for it. He's all right. I mean, it's the Thunder at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded this pick. And I don't know too much about homie because he didn't do a whole lot. No, not Durant, nigga. Jalen Duran from Memphis. I'm talking about the draft night vision. Nobody voluntarily going to the Knicks. There ain't nobody. 13, my Charlotte Hornets. They have them picking AJ Griffin, a nice little wing player from Duke. Kind of like Jimmy Butler with a better offensive game coming in as a rookie. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't know. This is something that would be beneficial. But if we draft him, please make sure that we are getting rid of make sure we are getting rid of Gordon Hayward in that contract because we don't need him. We really don't. We cool if we bring in the big, I forgot the center name, Jones or something like that. Have him at the center. I'll put Miles at the 4. Let AJ start. Go get a shooting guard somewhere because I don't like Terry and LaMelo on the court at the same time. Terry needs his own sorry-ass team that he can be out there putting up 20 shots a game. Yeah, but you can put Griffin at the 2, so it can work either way. I really don't want P.J. Washington starting no more either. Now, he has gotten a little bit better with, playing with LaMelo because he does make players better. Saw what he did with Bridges. But I just don't, I'd rather we just trade the pick. I don't need nothing from this draft to be something that we depend on. Next, they got the Cavaliers getting Ochi Ajiba, the guard from Kansas. This is a nice fill-in piece to come off the bench because that's what you get from Kansas. Nice, versatile players that be doing their thing. Oh, that's the name of that dude, Paul. Okay. I mean, he all right, but one thing with believing in Book Night is, does the team believe? Because there was a lot of situations this year where he was on the bench or playing for the G League. Man, get him on the floor. Get him acclimated to LaMelo, man. It ain't nobody on this team keeping this dude from playing. So cut it out, man. So LaMelo, Book Night, Griffin, Bridges, and the other tall and the big boy that we got. Damn, I can't remember where he was from. Now, that's a lineup that I ain't got no problem with. We put that out there, 7 seed. Play-in. But I don't want, man, fuck the play-in, man. I want real playoff positions. 4 better. And look, after drafting a center last year, the second pick, the 15th pick, owned by the Hornets, they got us getting Mark Williams, the big dude out of Duke. We don't need another one. We got one already. We're not going to put him in here and bring him off the bench. We don't need a rim protector off the bench. We need some more buckets because Kelly Oubre is, I believe, second team, and he is definitely wishy-washy. 31 day, 8 the next, easily. So we need somebody else that can consistently score. Now, don't get me wrong. Mark Williams can hoop. During the tournament, he was probably playing up there as far as contributing with Bancaro without even really handling, without getting a whole lot of touches. So he would be, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes higher in the draft. Because I could see a team picking him up. And get you some blocks and some rebounds and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Number 16 for the Hawks, they got Terry Eason, a forward from LSU. I don't know the damn thing about this dude. So I'm going to just keep going. The Hawks, Trade that pick. You need something a little better than that. The next pick is Jalen Williams from Santa Clara. This is the dude who had been hooping. He had been hooping in this pre-draft process. He been going in. He done played his way to this point. So I want to, keep tabs on homie and see what he got going on. And for the Rockets, y'all can take whatever y'all can get at this point. Number 18, the Bulls getting E.J. Lytle, a forward from Ohio State. Y'all don't need no PJ Washington over there. And that's pretty much what dude game is. I cannot lie. That's all it is for real, for real. I don't think y'all need that. Y'all need a dude on the wing that can get you buckets. Not no undersized 4. Now I give him props for improving on his jump shot. I give him that. Because his jump shot was ass the year before. So he went back to school to work on it. And I give him some props. He did work on his jumper. His shit all right. But I don't need you on my team. Next pick is the T-Wolves at 19 getting Ty Washington from Kentucky. D'Angelo Russell is on the trading block all the time. Should never left Brooklyn, nigga. This is a dude who saw Kyrie come to Brooklyn and his confidence ain't been the same since. I don't think it will recover. And good luck to you, brother. And with Ty Washington coming there, you get somebody that's cheap, that you don't got to pay as much for. The dude is a dog. I definitely give him that much. He will play hard. He was one of the few. Him and the center, Oscar from Kentucky, were the ones that was actually playing, where everybody else was just standing around looking. So kudos to that. I'm gonna be real. I probably won't get to these albums. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dedicate all of Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna have another music discussion on Wednesday. Because I ain't gonna get to it right now. Because if I start talking about this music, that'll be a 2-hour podcast, and I'm kind of hungry. Oh man! And the last pick up there is the Spurs getting Nikola Jovic, which I'm going to say he got more of a tall. He's like 6'10", 220. From Euro. I want to say he's from Croatia. Because he can handle the basketball. No, I ain't doing no live cooking. I'm talking about albums, man. I don't have a setup right now to be doing no live cooking. And I'll never show nobody how little this damn kitchen is. I hate it. So I ain't even gonna do that. Stop interrupting, nigga. Jokic, 16 dude who can pass, shoot, and dribble, which is kind of weird for 16, but I guess they could take it. I know you're not unsubscribing, dude. Don't be deterring me, man. I'm trying to talk about Jovic, man. He's a very good offensive player, and he's a combo forward, which is something that they desperately need over there. Y'all better hurry up and get some around DeJounte, because he's like, I done proved myself. Y'all saw them numbers. He was balling this year, all-star and all that stuff. So he could leave. All right. And there would be plenty of suitors for a two-way guard with fucking crazy wingspan and all that other. So it can go either way. But I do like the Jovic pick. It's a Spurs pick, because if they pick him up, for years, the Spurs have been drafting foreign players. So my pops, who don't follow it like that, ask me every draft whenever they draft. Well, not just the Euro players, some of the college players too. Yeah. Like he knew Lonnie Walker because he's a Miami basketball fan. Keldon Johnson at Kentucky. He ain't no Josh Primo. He ain't no DeJounte either. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna be sitting up here asking me who the two dudes they draft this year, and I'll be more than willing to let you know, Pops, because when Thursday when the draft happens, matter of fact, I might do that too. A live reactions to the draft jump. I don't know how many of y'all gonna be in here or whatever, but I might pull something like that. Y'all let me know. DM me if you on Discord or Telegram, group me, hit me with a text if you got my number. If you want me to go ahead and give you some live reactions from the Drizzaf. Who in the hell are these guys? Yeah, that's what he asks me every year. That's my pops. Who in the hell are these guys? So it'll probably be both picks. I don't know. If y'all don't go get some bigs, pops, I ain't got no hope. And I wouldn't be mad if you went on ahead and became a full-time Memphis fan, because you've been you've been telling me about Ja for a minute, ever since he was at Murray State. Like, he definitely captured your attention, and I don't blame you. That boy is something to marvel. But that's the draft. Shit, look like we're gonna have a busy week, man. We might be doing something on Wednesday and Thursday, man. I'm more than glad to do this with y'all, man, for certain, man. I might even try to see if I can bring a homie or two in here for like a Zoom or something like that for that draft part. You know what? I might just go ahead. Man, fuck it. This weekend, what's a reborg history, man? 2 episodes 1 week. We're gonna talk about these albums on Wednesday, and Thursday we might have a live reaction from the draft, because I don't have to get to work till 11:30. So all I need is maybe between like 5 to 7 hours of sleep a day, and I'm cool for real, for real. If you catch me falling asleep in the Discord or on the mic, is because when I'm getting off work, I stand up all day at work. So when I finally sit down, my body was like, man, we should rest since we haven't sat down all day. Catch quick 10, and I'll be all right after that. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get these souls going, man. I gotta go out here, man, and give the people what they've been asking for. It ain't no expert opinion, that's for fucking sure, because there are no perfect people, so it shouldn't be no perfect takes. I just try to make sure mine's our ass. Thank y'all for coming out. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mama. I don't give a drop a like, man, for real. I know I send this junk to more than 10 people, so I should get 10 likes. All right, tired of fucking playing with y'all, man. You ain't gotta watch the whole damn video. Y'all know how the YouTube thing go. Drop a like, shit, comment. You want this to be some other than iPod King Carter. I ain't got time for you to keep roasting me on this green screen shit. All right, leave me alone. But everybody else, go ahead. If you want something, say something. Ask me. Tell me. I'm more than willing to do it. You better catch me before I hurry up and get famous and get canceled 6 months into it. So thank y'all again for coming out. I appreciate. Much love to everybody. Be easy, be you, because that's all you can be. I'm out.